David Menzies for Rebel News here in downtown Toronto, and I'm at Nathan Phillips Square, the home for Toronto City Hall, and I'm with Gregory Tomchyshyn. He is the director for the Canadian chapter of Citizen Go, and that is a pro-life, pro-family, pro-freedom organization. So pretty much the kind of organization your de rigueur liberal would hate. But Gregory, seriously speaking, you are here to deliver a petition with almost 10,000 signatures. It's calling on Olivia Chow, the mayor, to end taxpayer funding for Pride Toronto. Why do you want her to do this?
Well, it's kind of like a gross inappropriateness of taxpayer funding, especially with the city. We have so many crises, so like homelessness is on the rise, cost of living keeps going up. She even just like hiked taxes this year as well, just something insane. And she best used to use the funds. Oh yeah, fund Pride organization that is having funding problems with public funds for a parade that over the years, especially the last couple of years, nudity has been quite rampant at, and Toronto police has even refused to enact public decency laws.
Why do people behave in such a lawless fashion when it's the Pride Parade?
Maybe it's shock value. They're trying to get their message out more by being crazy with pulling off a stunt like that. I don't know, but anytime you see any of like the LGBT community or any of sort of these events, well, we see drag queens being dressed up and all sorts of outrageous costumes and makeup. I honestly don't know either why they tend to gravitate towards that, but it seems to be a core feature of their community, of people just getting either fully naked or showing really sexual displays in public.
And we saw with the visit of Sean Foyt how he was treated in a despicable fashion. He had all the venues canceled, the media, Antifa, the government all ganged up on him. And I guess that was an example of Christian phobia.
It seems to be like a common thing that Christian values aren't being respected as much as other values, but the insanity of it all too, at least in terms of like the Pride Parade and the public nudity we're seeing at the parade, the fact now that more of our tax dollars are going towards supporting organizations that blatantly break the laws, and then the police turn the other way, it's kind of ridiculous, especially when there's a lot of other issues at the top of people's minds. And with the housing crisis, the affordability we're seeing skyrocketing, and even the drug crises and all that stuff. There's a lot more important issues I think people want to see work being done than a sexual political ideology being continually forced down our throats again, especially when a lot of people are, honestly, from what I see, are just kind of sick and tired of the whole thing.
Tell me, how much funding is Pride Toronto receiving these days?
I don't have a solid number or thing, but the fact that they're getting an increase on the $32,000 that was committed this year is going to be increased by 62% to 2027 at least, which is they're going to get an even larger sum next year and then again in 2027. All the while, well, it's not the public's problem if an organization like Pride cannot raise their own funds or are struggling with their own fundraising goals. To go to the city and go to public institutions and say, hey, we're struggling, fork over this much dough, or who knows what they would be like giving us an ultimatum, if there is any. I don't think it would be anything sinister, but it is weird, though, that they're can't seem to, every time they run into money problems, they run to the cities.
If this organization wants taxpayer dollars, maybe play nice, be a little less politicized, be a little less ideological, but that's not the case. Now, I see you've got 2 giant boxes of signatures. How did you facilitate your petition?
So Citizen Go, you can go to citizengo.org. Up there, you can find all the petitions we do, both here in Canada and around the world. And people just sign and share the petitions around, and that's how we get the numbers. And it's quite amazing how a small group of people with a common goal can actually hopefully create difference.
Well, we will follow you into City Hall to deliver this to Mayor Chow's office. Here's the big question. I think I already know the answer, unfortunately. Will this petition mean a hill of beans when it comes to Mayor Olivia Chow and taxpayer funding for the Pride Parade?
That's why I'm here today, to find out.
Okay, all right then. I think I kind of know how this is going, but who knows? Right.
Well, I did get something from her office about the delivery, so hopefully it all goes well and they accept it.
All right. Well, let's take a little jaunt into City Hall and see what happens. Thank you, Gregory. Well, Gregory, we got through security, but the office of the mayor, the reception, it's locked. And I guess, I don't know if I'm reading too much into this. I'm looking at this sticker. It says Proud Mayor. Naturally, the word proud is in the rainbow pride colors. So I think the mayor is stating to everybody precisely where she stands on this issue.
It is pretty clear, but I want her to hear like the 9,900 signatures and voices I have with me.
Right.
Because those voices are important, and if she's the mayor of Toronto, she's got to listen to everyone.
Yeah, supposedly. So I guess at this point, I know you've got the signatures on a drive, and I guess it doesn't even look like you can slide anything under there, or maybe you can. I don't know. So what do we do?
I'm going to take a little look around, see if there's anyone who could receive it.
Okay.
And go from there.
Well, there you have it, folks. Gregory has dropped off 2 boxes worth of signatures. The thing is, he is busily looking around the inner sanctum for a human being. We don't see anyone. We don't know if they're still on a COVID work from home schedule or maybe an extended lunchtime. It is coming up to 2 p.m. after all. But I got to tell you, I'm somewhat obsessed with this little sticker in Olivia Chow's office. Proud Mayor, proud in the rainbow colors. What is the message here? Is Olivia Chow insinuating that she is lesbian or bisexual or transgender? Golly, it's so confusing, isn't it? In any event, stay tuned. We'll find out once Gregory, in hopefully the near future, makes contact with somebody who actually works here and gets some sort of answer to his very important petition. For Rebel News, I'm David the Menzoid Menzies. Hey folks, I know you love it when Rebel News brings you the other side of the story, but the fact is we need your help. Unlike Mark Carney's trained seals in the mainstream media, we do not receive a nickel's worth of taxpayer funding. So if you could, please go to rebelfieldreports.com. That's rebelfieldreports.com. And if you're able to, kindly make a donation.